Hey, what's going on, everybody? I never try one of these live things or not, but here it is. I'm in New Jersey. It's 1:37 a.m. I just finished an emergency service call / callback. It's a problem I have with people who try to work too fast. The guy, he's a good tech. He's learning. He's not in the field that long, but unfortunately, he rushed through his work. He had his own valve to change, and I don't think he bled the boiler. So it is a Honeywell with the red gasket in the back. When you have those old Honeywell zone valves, unfortunately, you're going to have to bleed the boiler afterwards. You're going to have to drain down the boiler. You're going to have to pull that piece off of the red gasket, clean everything up. I don't know why he resoldered everything to still use the same body. You just got to pull that piece off, that front plate and everything. You can put your black O-ring in there and it still works. But because he didn't bleed the boiler, what ended up happening was the second floor zone airlocked, the boiler overheated, steam and water started shooting out of the relief valve. Customer freaked out, calls the on-call service. On-call service calls me. I get this call. I'm starting to drift out to sleep. It's about 11:15. I wake up. I answer the call. I call him back. Run down to 7-Eleven, get a cup of coffee, drive out to where he is, start testing. I notice the boiler's shutting off at almost 200, but everything seems okay. But I didn't test one at a time yet. Then as I'm running everything and I'm feeling around, I noticed that one of the zones just wasn't getting hot, which is not good because, you need heat returning on all of them, especially if I've had it cycle once or twice. I know my pressure's good. The relief's not leaking anymore. So, this is just a little bit of a rant because, just try to take your time. If you're working on any gas appliance, make sure all your safeties are working. Make sure heat is working. Make sure you got a good return heat. Supply temps are good. You're not overheating your boiler. Because the one thing you don't want is for what I'm doing now. Because no matter what, the guy who's there, I will help him with anything. He's still at the beginning stage of his career. But it pisses me off to have to leave my house at 11:30 at night. Here it is. I won't be home till probably almost 2 o'clock. Who wants to be home at 2 o'clock? I got to get up again at 6 and come back right back to work. So just take your time. That's all I'm going to say. Make sure you do everything right. You don't want to be that tech running out middle of the night because somebody just was in a rush, thought they didn't need to bleed, didn't test, and just leaves the job. So I'm not going to this isn't going to be a long talk or whatever, because I want to put some music on and crank some music and just go home. But I just want to say, everybody's learning. You're going to be doing what you got to do. Just take your time, make sure everything works. If your office is rushing you to get out of there because there's more work, you know what? The only job that matters is the one that you're on. When you get off that job, the next job matters. Because your office's job is to push you, because customers are pushing them. So as they're pushing, they're pushing. It's like all over the place, but you got to put the brakes on them. It's like, hold on, wait a second. I'm working on this. When this is done, I'll get there. Because you know what? Those jobs, they have to figure out how to shuffle them around, how to move them around, how to give them to the next guy, whatever they got to do to make it all work. But if you run out too fast, somebody goes back in the middle of the night, you know what? Now my boss is going to find out. He's going to be like, hey, Bill, so what happened at this job? I can't lie about what happened. I can't lie that, he opened the system up, but it's airbound. So because it got airbound, it overheated and it blew the relief. I'm going to try to sugarcoat it, but it becomes a little tough sometimes. Well, I'm tired. I'm a little cranky right now because, yes, 1:42 in the morning or whatever it is. Looks like 1:42. I don't think that clock's 100% correct here, but catch you guys next time. I'm out. I'm going to drive, so how do I stop this thing? I don't even know how to stop this thing, so somehow.